name is Marie at Indigo Earth. I am here to do a general reading for you, our fire signs Leos. So thank you for coming in. Good to have you here. I also want to welcome in your cross-watchers. Cross-watchers, you are here to see what's going on with your person. Therefore, some of this message could be for you as well. Feel free to swap around the energies as need be throughout the reading. And anytime that you do come across this message and the title drew you in, was the time that you were meant to listen to it. Messages coming through for you, Leo, should reflect some aspect of your current situation. Doesn't have to reflect the whole thing, or it could just resonate with an inner knowing, something that it's confirming something that you've known all along. So take what fits. If it doesn't fit, don't try to make it fit. It just might mean that the reading is meant for somebody else this week. But for those of you that this does resonate with, I'm going to have an extended at the end of this reading. I'm going to dive deeper into the messages coming through by exploring the zodiac signs that show up. And those zodiac signs are about an intimate relationship, as well as background players, friends, family, extended family, blended family, colleagues, work associates, best friends, your circle of friends, your partner's circle of friends, your partner's family influences. Anybody or anything that kind of influences your energetic field or the energetic field of your connection. And even if you don't know what the zodiac signs are of some of these players, you'll recognize their energies as I read through the zodiac signs in the extended. So just keep that with you as we go through the reading. And let's get started here for you. This is for Leo Sun, Leo Moon, Leo Rising. Leo Sun, Leo Moon, Leo Rising. Leo Sun, Leo Moon, Leo Rising. Messages for those watching, please. All right, here we go. So, overall energy for the reading, we have the Seven of Cups. Choices, variables, projections. So let's see what your current energy is. We have Justice. So balancing out, harmony, something to do with doing the right thing, the truth of the matter. Let's see what your situation is. We have Judgment. So some realizations are coming in right now. You're figuring some things out. There's a larger picture evolving. Let's see what the challenge is here for you. We have the Queen of Swords. Being able to make some clear decisions and execute some clear decisions and asking some good questions. So let's see what life is working on with you. We have the Fool. There could be some naivety here, or there could be, some innocence and naivety, not seeing the picture clearly. So let's see how you got here. What have you been doing up until this point? We have the Two of Wands. So you're kind of figuring some things out. You're in a preparation and planning mode right now. You're ready to move forward on something, but you quite haven't taken the steps yet to do it. But you're on the cusp. You're on the cusp. So let's see what's heading your way in the next 0 to 3 months. Well, there you go. You made the decision. Taking charge of a situation and moving it forward. Your will and your determination is very strong at this time. So what are your strengths in this situation as you move forward? We have the Six of Coins. Understanding value and what you want. There could be an exchange coming through here. But I think you've got harmony as your current energy. So you're trying to make sure that, everybody gets a piece of the pie. And that's one of your strengths, being able to do that. Let's see what the outside influences are. We have the Ace of Coins. So a new concept is coming through here. Something tangible, something that, an expression, something that you do every day. An adjustment. Could be anything. Could be the way you perceive something. Could be the way, maybe instead of getting up at 7, you decided to get up at 6 and do a workout regime or meditate, or there's some kind of different change here. So let's see what your next steps are. We have the Seven of Coins, tending to your own garden. And this is like, planting seeds so that you get the fruits or you get the harvest of what you want. So what is this all about? What's going on here? What is the big picture here? We have the King of Swords. Being able to see something clearly and make a judgment call on it and take action on it. Execute the action. This is kind of like being fair and just for everybody or everything that's involved in your immediate surroundings right here. So let's see how this is all going to play out for you. Get the Lovers. That could be about a choice, but this could be about a strong connection. Could be about an intimate partnership. But this is going to affect whatever plays out here is definitely going to affect people who are very close to you and people that you have a strong connection with. So let's see what's going on here. Because there seems to be some, you know, not quite sure what to do here, or maybe you don't know what to do here in this situation. It seems to be a little bit confusing, maybe offset, so to speak. But let's see what judgment is, because this is your situation. This is kind of getting the big picture on something. Understanding it from a different point of view. Reconsideration. Reconciliation. Renewal. Anything re. We have the Queen of Cups. We have the Page of Cups. And we have the Tower. I think you might be considering how you feel about something. I think whatever this is, it started out, you know, where you had kind of like, you're going from the Queen of Cups to the Page of Cups. So it's not that feelings or emotions are diminishing a little bit. And it kind of seemed to come on abruptly. You may be reconsidering something. It could be a relationship. It could be a situation. But you're kind of like, there's still a fondness there, and there's still kind of a, you know, there's still strong feelings, but I don't think they're as intense as they have been in the past. And you're kind of reconsidering a situation. Something, this may have changed just like overnight, or this may have just been, you know, tearing down over a period of time where, you know, you're feeling differently. You're feeling differently. So let's see what the Queen of Swords is, because this is your challenge. And this covers justice. So there might be an imbalance in something, or, you know, you may have stronger feelings for somebody than they have for you, or it could be vice versa. So let's see what the Queen of Swords is, because this is about really asking good questions. We have the King of Wands. We have the Queen of Wands. Wow. And we have the Sun. Well, you got the power couple here. And you got the Sun here. This is very passionate desire. And it's covering the Queen of Swords, ironically. And the Queen of Swords is a little bit detached from emotions. Like, not really. The Queen of Swords is more concerned about getting to the truth of the heart of the matter. And the Queen of Swords is covering justice. So that's about the truth. This is your challenge or your opportunity, getting to the truth of the matter, because something seems to be unbalanced here. This is very, this is like passion at its highest, desire at its highest, you know, wanting what you want when you want it, getting what you want when you want it, there seems to be a power couple here that seems to, on the outside, look absolutely wonderful. Right? On the outside, it looks really, really good. Things, you know, it's the power dynamic here. But it also seems to be driven more by desire and heat. Like, you know, sex. So it kind of seems to me that this strong, intense energy that really just seemed to bring in a lot of energy and a lot of drive and a lot of passion. It's like, where is there love here, right? Is this about physicality, the attraction of physicality, or does there seem to be love here? Because physicality is only going to take you so far. So it's really looking at what's really going on here. So let's see what the Fool is, because this is what life is trying to work on with you. We have the World. We have the Nine of Coins, Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, the heat is on. That song just came in my head. The heat is on for this situation. Or for the challenge, so to speak. One more, please, for that. Well, we've got Strength came out. So I think what life is trying to help you with right now, there's a decision you've been kind of playing around with for quite some time here. Something you've been contemplating for a period of time here. And I think what life is trying to help you with right now is to, you know, there may have been some innocence and some naivety going into this. You may have gone in a little bit without thinking things through. But there's a change here, right? There's you know, there's an ending and a new beginning to your independence. You might be losing yourself in this connection. You might have lost yourself in connection. It may have kind of swept you off your feet a little bit. And, you know, it has maybe taken away some of your independence, your ability to make decisions for yourself, self-assurance, self-confidence. I think maybe you thought that this was going to boost it. But I think maybe it kind of like it's zapping some of that ability for you to be able to make some choices by yourself, do some things by yourself, do some things with your friends, be able to, you know, make some decisions for yourself. Like, this seems to be very entangled, this energy coming in here, this challenge. Like, everything's done together. Everything is, you know, there doesn't seem to be an interdependency here. It seems to be more enmeshed. And I think what life is trying to help you with is to understand that there needs to be some change here. Things need to change a little bit. And, you know, you kind of have lost some of your power, not in the sense that you're not being able to make choices for yourself, or you're not being able to but in the sense that you're having to, there seems to be a lack of freedom. There seems to be a lack of just kind of being able to come and go or do as you, not as you please. That's not the word I want. Like you have an attachment. There's an attachment. So let's see what this Two of Wands is down here, because this is kind of how you got here. You've been thinking over something for quite some time. You could be dealing with a Leo here. I got Leo coming up twice. Or an Aquarius. Or a Saggy. Scorpio. But something is definitely out of balance here. And there needs to be a cooling down period. Kind of like this came in very hot and heavy, whatever this was, or whoever this was. It came in very hot and heavy. So we have the King of Cups and we have the Six of Cups. And we have Temperance again. This could have been someone that came back from your past. Someone that you had strong emotions for. Maybe there had been a period here where there was something that happened that kind of diminished those feelings for that person. And then, it kind of started up again. And it seems like there's kind of somebody has more desire and passion in this, and somebody else has more of a connection of love. And there might be a confusion between the two here. Between, like passion and love are being intertwined. And not that love doesn't have passion, but it seems to be more on one side for one person and more on the other side for another. Because there's a lot of love here. I have the King of Cups. There's a lot of love here. But you got Temperance. Something is out of balance. And I think this is somebody who came back from your past. And so there might be a little bit of naivety here about, because this is a really strong connection. This connection has a lot of fire, a lot of passion in it. But that only takes you so far. So let's see what the Chariot is, because this is what you got coming in the next 0 to 3 months. We have the King of Pentacles. We have the Star. And we have the Emperor. So again, there's a lot of driving behavior here. Driving characteristics. Things moving forward. I think that you want to see this through. I mean, I think this is, it's something that you hope for. And again, I've got another fire sign showing up here. But this is something I think that you really want to see it through. You want to see it through to the end. I think that, you're on the right path here. And you want to build something with this person. You want to make this lasting. Something that is going to be very successful. But you might have two driving forces here. And you might have, someone may be more concerned about status, and someone may be more concerned about what it looks like, material. Because this seems to be very on the outside. If you look at this relationship or this connection seems to be very, it's the power couple. You got the King and the Queen of Wands, right? And it just looks like everything on the outside looks completely happy and wonderful. But there's something else going on here where there's an imbalance of, I think somebody's feelings, somebody's able to share their feelings and their emotions more, and somebody's driven more by status. So let's see what the Six of Pentacles is, because this is your asset in this situation. Okay, yep. So, again, in this situation, I think there's the hope that being able to provide or give a lot, or a money situation or a status situation is going to elevate this relationship. It's going to elevate this relationship or build this relationship. And so that's why the Six of Coins is here, because there's something to do. Your strength in this is that you know how to, there's reciprocity. You know how to give equal give and take. You have that understanding of what that looks like in a relationship. You get that. So let's see what else here. We have the Five of Swords. And we have the Empress. Give me one more, please. And we have the Queen of Cups. You understand how to build things. You understand how to give of yourself. You understand how to manifest something, how to build something, equal exchange. You understand equal exchange. But I think in this instance, it's like you're having to fight for it. Like you're having to, God, where are my words? Get my words, please. There's a hard charge of having to measure up to this standard in order to be able to keep this relationship at a level that's going to keep it at a fire, like a King and a Queen of Wands with the sun shining on it, right? This is a high octave energy level to have to maintain over a period of time. And this is going to play on both your independence, your confidence, because it's going to take a lot of strength to maintain this relationship and keep it going. And I think as long as you're in a situation where you're being the King of Pentacles, right? Status, and, you've got resources and connections and, money and all that kind of stuff. it's going to have to maintain at that level. And there's some kind of hope here that this will grow, go from the king to the emperor. But there's an imbalance here between somebody giving more from the heart and somebody who's more concerned about what it looks like on the outside, trying to maintain an image. So let's see what this Ace of Coins is, because this is kind of the outside influences. Somebody's level of love here hasn't matured to a certain extent. One of you has, and one of you has not. One is more built on passion and desire, and the other is built more on sustenance and stability. So clarify what this Ace of Wands is. I have the Wheel of Fortune. I have the Three of Pentacles. Bear with me, Leos. Let's get one more here. This seems to be a repeated cycle with this person. There seems to be a new beginning. There seems to be like a strong building in the beginning, strong building of the relationship in the beginning. There we go. But there's something here that's missing because we've got the Moon. So the Ace of Pentacles is clarified by the Wheel of Fortune, the Three of Pentacles, and the Moon. So this is a repeated cycle. There's an ending, and then there's a beginning, and then there's a building period, and then some sort of emotions or some sort of the feelings and the emotions and the baseline of a relationship is missing. And that's kind of the outside influence that's pushing this forward. And it seems to be confusing because, the Seven of Cups is what you've got it for the overall energy. It seems to be confusing, but it seems to also be a little bit idealistic. And I think at some point during this time, you're able to kind of build yourself back up, and then you kind of go back in willy-nilly into this situation. So you kind of get back on your feet, you get your strength, you get, everything kind of comes together for you. And then this reconciliation comes in, and it starts out hot and heavy, right? That's that cycle of the honeymoon. This looks like the honeymoon cycle. And then it kind of goes down to where the everyday life starts setting in, and, things start kind of, like the tough decisions have to be made, the grunt work has to be made here. So let's see what the Seven of Pentacles is, because this is your next step. And this is really pausing, waiting, seeing things how turn out, seeing what pops up. Kind of waiting it through a little bit before jumping in. We have the Nine of Cups, we have the Hierophant, and we have the Seven of Swords. So the Seven of Pentacles is clarified by the Nine of Cups, the Hierophant, and the Seven of Swords. So there needs to be a waiting period here before jumping into any commitment. I know that like this seems to be very happy-go-lucky and things are free and things are easy and, you know, things are flowing in the beginning. But there's some kind of untruth here. You got the Seven of Swords here. There's some kind of untruth here. So for each of these, the outside influences and your next steps, you have where it's a new beginning and you're building, but then there's some kind of hidden motive, right? Something's hidden. And then in the next steps, you have, you know, wait, patience. I know this makes you very happy. You want to jump into it, but there's some kind of deception here. There's some kind of illusion coming through. So that's why the King of Swords is coming in, because it's looking at the big picture here, is looking at everything's taking a step back. Queen of Swords, right? That's the challenge. Taking a step back. Understanding the truth of the matter, because there's an imbalance here. Assessing the situation, analyzing the situation, re-looking at the situation before you execute or make any kind of decision. So give me one more on the King of Swords, please. Because on the outside, this looks like, yeah, this is it. It looks good on paper. Yeah, you got Judgment again. Reconsider. You got the King of Swords, which is Judgment, and you've got Judgment, which is Judgment for the big picture here. So this is about reconsidering what's going on here before you jump into anything. The Fool, before you jump into anything. Before you make any changes, the World. So let's see what the Lovers is, because this is the how this is going to play out. So clarify the Lovers. Yeah, we have the Six of Swords. I mean, the cards say like you might be moving away from this. You might be taking another route. Doesn't mean that the relationship's not gonna. Where's the Seven of Wands in this? I don't see the Seven of Wands. Doesn't mean that the relationship's not gonna work out, but I think that there definitely needs to be a cooling off period and a time where things, you know, the dust kind of settles to see like, you know, what's gonna happen, what shows up, where things are going. Seven of Pentacles, next step. Give me one more on the Six of Swords, please. Because you don't want to get yourself into a situation where you might have to escape. Or you might have to leave it behind again. Because this seems to be a cycle, a pattern that the two of you are going through. And it's the honeymoon. And then, you know, it goes into a crisis, and because that's why the Queen of Cups is here, and then it goes down to the Page of Cups, and then there's a Tower moment. That's a situation, right? It starts out love, 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 everywhere's love, and then all of a sudden things kind of cool off, Page of Cups, things, you know, and then it goes into some sort of Tower moment where it just kind of abruptly ends. So you got the Star here with the Six of Swords, moving in another direction with the Lovers. And this is something that, you know, this is what life is trying to help you with, because you have the Nine of Pentacles, making, you know, keeping yourself in a good place, making decisions for yourself, standing on your own 2 feet, independence, and then you've got it with strength. So, you know, that this is going to take some analyzation. This is going to take some, for you to really weigh everything out, weigh out the costs, look at the imbalances, Six of Coins. This is what you're good at. Look at the imbalances, the give and take, the exchange. One exchange seems to be more about that competitive edge. And you got the Empress here, which is about sensuality and sexuality, right? And then we also have the Queen of Cups. So there's some kind of misconstrued idea about this relationship where passion and desire are overtaking sustenance and love. And that's what needs to be reconsidered here. Because the driving force behind this is kind of more on fire energy than it is on water energy. If that makes sense. And there needs to be a balance between the two. So let's see who we have showing up here for you, Leo. We have you. We have Leo, Aquarius. We have Aquarius and Capricorn. We have Cancer. We have Leo again. We have Libra. We have Scorpio. We have Scorpio. We have Saggy. We have Taurus and Libra. We've got Cancer, Pisces. We've got Saggy again. I've got Aries, Aquarius twice, Taurus, Scorpio, Gemini, and Aquarius again. So I'm going to look at those in the extended. We're going to find out what the intentions of those signs are in the extended. For those of you not going on, well, this guy popped out right away. Flint. Let's get a message to you from the Crystal Wisdom Healing Oracle deck by Judy Hall. We've got Flint, which is number 2. Portal Power. Flint stabilizes your energy and cuts through to the core of issues, clearing blockages and loosening ties. It opens portals to other worlds and hidden aspects of yourself. Here's your self-understanding. You are a person with profound inner depths. Don't be afraid to explore this hidden side of yourself. It contains treasure beyond knowing. Together with attitudinal karma and repressed emotions are affecting your being. Flint connects you to your ancestors. A natural traveler, you know how to negotiate the shamanic underworld to obtain healing insights. Your divination right now is to strengthen your boundaries, cut through the confusion to the core of the matter. Well, there's your confusion right here, 7 of Cups. And cutting through the core of the matter is your Queen of Swords and your King of Swords. Soul retrieval is necessary if you left any part of yourself in another life or in an abusive childhood experience. An unwelcome visitor from the past can be left behind, but recognize the lessons before you move on. Your healing insight right now is paying attention to your energetic boundaries and your core strength. Well, here's your core strength right here in what the universe is trying to help you with. 9 of Pentacles, you, and strength, your innate nature. So pay attention to energetic boundaries and core strength, cut detrimental ties, and strengthen your connection to the planet. This will help maintain your well-being. Your soul path right now is safely exploring other worlds. So that's what I have for you this week, Leo. I hope this helped. Until next time, may the peace that passes all understanding embrace the essence of your being. For those of you that want to go on with me, the link to the extended is in the description box below, and I'll see you over there. Bye-bye.